What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 2. So if you haven't seen the second episode of Season 10 of Married to Medicine, turn this video off, go watch the episode, come back and watch this video. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support my channel. It literally takes less than 4 seconds to do. So if you're spending 4 seconds watching this video, you can definitely hit the like button and the subscribe button, because I don't only review Married to Medicine, I review other shows as well. I got to do 4 more after this, so wish me luck. I'm also not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words. You're going to hear so, like, it is what it is. I might stop to regain my thoughts. I'm definitely going to be looking at my notes over here that I take throughout the show. And anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and expressions. No one's paying me to be biased towards, against, none of that. And comment below what you would grade this episode, what you thought of this episode. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, let me know. And I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this episode. What happened on this episode? Not a lot, right? Did anybody... What happened? Yeah, nothing really happened. Just a little something between Sweet Tea and Heavenly. For Married to Medicine, it's... Man, I gotta give it what I feel. I graded a C+. I don't care. It wasn't really much going on. I gotta grade how I feel, and that's how I feel. So, last chance. If you haven't seen Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 2, turn this off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Let me get a swig of water before I do. Okay. So the first episode. The first scene is we get to see Quad this episode. The first episode of the season was Where is Quad? Everybody, they should have named it. I don't know what the name of the episode was. I don't be paying attention to the name of the episode sometimes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. When they funny or when they catch my eye, I pay attention. But I don't know what the name of the season premiere was, but last episode, everybody was like, where is Quad? This episode, the first scene is Quad. It's like, hello, here she is. Here she go. So she goes to see Phaedra. I guess to catch up, because, you know, she been missing in action. That's her homegirl, whatever you want to call it. And I love hearing Phaedra and Quad talk, because they got that southern twang. It's just so, it's so nice on the ears. I like listening to them talk. This is when Quad, she mentions she's dating somebody. She doesn't give his name, but unlike Phaedra, we got to see what he looked like. She was like, it's brand new though, so don't get your panties in a bunch. So Phaedra like, you want a drink, honey? Calling this young ass, fine ass butler downstairs. I'm like, what the hell is Phaedra doing with this man in her house? It was so random. Like, what the hell? So Phaedra starts filling Quad in on the details of being with the girls and all that, and tells her about Sweet Tea and how her and Sweet Tea, because Quad was like, how did they meet? And Phaedra was like, well, Sweet Tea done slid in the DMs and said, I can give you what you want. I can give you what you want. Man, these days is funny. So they get to talking about Toya, and Quad's like, I have no idea why Toya hate me so much. And I'm like, girl, you just accused her of robbery last season. What are you talking about? I was like, what is she talking about? But she's like, I don't know why Toya don't like me. And then you stood on it at the reunion. I mean, I'm here for you standing on business, standing on what you said. But it's like you stood on it at the reunion. You didn't even backtrack and say, I didn't mean to say it, apologize for it, or nothing. So it's like, why you think she don't like you? That's a big accusation to throw out there. So then Phaedra tells Quad about Toya bringing up her DUI. So, Quad was like, oh, that's what the people saying, huh? It's like, she was like, I was cited, but they threw the case out. She said they threw the case out. So then Phaedra tells ooh, it's smoky. Phaedra tells Quad that Heavenly feels like Quad has just deserted her. So then Quad shows Phaedra a picture of that Heavenly supposedly sent her of Heavenly and Sweet Tea, and the caption say having lunch with a new friend. And I'm like, that is kind of shady. Why would you send that to Quad? Why would she send that to her? Only reasonable explanation I can think of is if Quad texted her and was like, hey girl, what you doing? Then she sent the picture and was like, having lunch with a new friend. But it looked like it was a post on her Instagram that she sent personally to Quad, which is weird. So Quad said when she saw that, it disturbed her because she thought her and Heavenly was supposed to be so much sisters or whatever. So she said now she questioning if Heavenly trying to put a narrative out there to say that Quad don't want to be around the group because she's saying that Quad deserting everybody or something like that. I was like, I don't know about that part. I think she's saying you deserting her, but not the group. She ain't say nothing. Well, yeah, Phaedra said that they haven't, yeah, the ladies said they ain't been speaking to Quad, so Quad basically trying to make it seem like Heavenly is the one that's putting it out there that Quad don't want to be around the group. Even though Heavenly said she ain't spoke to Quad, so it's like, I don't know. So Sweet Tea and Dr. Greg, they talking about the wedding, and Sweet Tea's telling him how much she's overwhelmed with all the planning, and Greg feel like he don't need to be involved because he paying for it. And Sweet Tea like, well, you paying for 90% of it, so he paying for it. Then you know Dr. Jackie be having all these big clients, big celebrity clients, and today, this episode, one of her clients was the Brat from So So Def. I did not know that the Brat was 48 years old having this baby. I mean, we all knew she was pregnant all over social media and stuff. I had no idea she was 48 years old. She looked good though. She looked good. But like, dang, now I can see because Jackie was saying how much her pregnancy was a risky pregnancy. So I was like, ooh. I did not know she was 48 though. So Toya is in partnership with the wine company Kendall Jackson, and she's celebrating the launch of her Toya's Wine Club. So she FaceTimes Sweet Tea to invite her to the tasting, tells her a couple of ladies to be there. And then this is when Toya and Eugene, they sit down and have a talk with their sons. They have the sex talk with their sons. Toya says to Eugene, like, they caught you watching you, they saw you watching Playboy. They said they saw Eugene watching Playboy. And Eugene was like, first of all, it was a documentary on Hugh Hefner. So then they called the boys down, like, we need to have a talk with y'all. So Eugene was like, first of all, who snitched and said I was watching the Playboy? I was like, they funny. So they start, so Eugene starts off, he was like, how I was raised on sex. My dad gave me some condoms and told me if you bring a girl home pregnant, I'm going to kill you. That's how I was raised on sex. He was like, that's it. So then Toya tells them, like, we know y'all going to have thoughts and feelings. We don't want you to act on them irresponsibly. And they tell them about pregnancies and STDs. And they explain to them what an orgasm is. And just tell them to be careful and think before they act and things like that. And they can always come to them as their parents, like talk to them or anything. Toya told their ass, basically just wait till you're married. I mean, that was a great talk. It was a great, like, parents could look, that's something that you could watch to see how to approach your kids and tell them about the sex talk or whatever. Because that was a nice talk they had with them. They went over everything with them. And it's nice to have a doctor as your dad so he can explain into depth how serious sex is and stuff like that. So I was like, great job, Toya, Toya, Eugene. Not that you need my kudos, shoot. I'm a 28-year-old, 29-year-old weedhead with no kids, so you don't need my approval, but that was a great job. So Sweet Tea is dress shopping Phaedra and Toya, they there too. One of Sweet T's friends is there. So they get to asking. So Toya and Phaedra, they asking Sweet T's friend why Sweet T's getting dressed, changed or whatever. They asked like, how did you and Sweet T meet? So the girl's like, we met online in a support group for women who date older men. And I was like, damn, it's a support group for everything. That's crazy talk. I mean, not crazy, but I mean, hey, she found solace where she could find it. I was just like, damn, it's a support group for everything. So Phaedra was like, oh, I know it. It's called Sugar Babies. And the ladies, Sweet Tea was like, no, it's not what it's called. It's just an age gap support group. Phaedra in her confession told me something. I can't date an older man because I'm not a nurse. I'm just like, what? She just don't. So before Toya heads to her event, Eugene's helping her get all dressed and whatever. He's telling her, like, you know they're going to try to throw some little shots at you. Just ignore them. I was like, that's right, Eugene. Let her know, because you know how they be. He done been around her friends long enough to know. Her friends. He done been around them long enough to know that they're going to be shady. I.e. Heavenly, and it's kind of look probably Phaedra too. We never know. Because what Heavenly say on the premiere? The truth ain't in the bitch. So Toya's, she's checking her event out before the ladies arrive or whatever. Yeah, so then everybody arrives, and this is when Sweet Tea starts to express how she felt at the dress shop. They was being rude to her. She said, what's her name? Phaedra and Toya. So Phaedra and Toya, they apologized somewhat. Like, somewhat apologized. It wasn't like, it didn't seem like it was there or genuine. I don't know. So Heavenly was like, Sweet Tea, I heard you was in therapy or something for dating older man. And that's when Phaedra was immediately like, I didn't say it was therapy. Because she must have thought Heavenly was about to bomb her out and say, because she was wondering who told Heavenly that soon, that quick. Phaedra must have thought Heavenly was going to bomb her out and say, well, Phaedra told me. So Phaedra jumped the gun and was like, well, I didn't say it was therapy. She said, I said it was it was a support group. So Heavenly was like, what do y'all be talking about in the support group? So Sweet Tea was like, what'd she say? She asked Heavenly if they want to join, if she want to join. She was like, you want to join? So then Dr. Alicia, the new one, she arrives, and this is when Simone asked Sweet Tea, was it like anything else that's offended you? So Sweet Tea was like, well, I feel like at the engagement party, y'all was I forgot what she said. Like she basically felt ganged up on when when they mentioned quad or whatever. I told y'all I'd be fumbling my words. So Jackie, she apologizes to Sweet Tea, and then Simone pulls Sweet Tea away from the ladies and is like, what's really going on with you? What's really wrong? So Sweet Tea's like, well, I feel like I don't have the support at home, and I'm really stressed out. I thought I had to burp. So Simone basically comforting her, telling her to calm down. It'll all come together in the end. If you wanted somebody to help you with the wedding, you should have married a woman. All that stuff. So then Sweet Tea tells Simone, like, it's hard trying to integrate with all the ladies because I know y'all Greg's friends and he want me to be friends with y'all, whatever. And Simone's like, we some tough bitches. You just gonna have to give us a chance. So back with the other ladies, Phaedra shares with them, like, I've talked to Quad, and I told her that I'm friends with Sweet Tea. So Jackie was like, I could never. No, she was like, what she said? If I divorce my husband, you cannot be friends with him. No, she said, if I divorce my husband, you cannot be friends with his new wife. So then they talk about, Jackie and Heavenly talk about, it's hard to know how to maneuver because Quad ain't been around. So how are we supposed to act towards Sweet Tea? We don't know the situation. So Sweet Tea and Simone, they come back out. Toya starts, she starts her tasting by playing like a little guessing game, like guess the cheap wine versus the expensive wine. So then Sweet Tea gets up to leave, and Heavenly and Phaedra, they notice the tag on her dress. They start laughing. I can't remember who helped her and helped her hide the tag. I was just like, y'all just is a mess. Like, Heavenly and Phaedra together did not need to be together. So then we get this final scene with Greg and Phaedra. They meet up to have lunch or whatever you call it. So Phaedra's like, you really ready to remarry? And Greg's like, he feels safe with Sweet Tea, and Quad made him feel scared. He said, plus Sweet Tea is my friend. I'm like, but you met her on DMs. And you said you loved her because of the dress she had on. So Greg Phaedra asks Greg if he has a prenup with Sweet Tea. So Greg like, what, you don't trust her? You know, Phaedra's like, I don't trust anybody. So Greg tells her, like, I haven't gotten one yet. He says Sweet Tea is open to it. He says he will get one. I mean, if she open to it, because I mean, in the premiere, she was like, she get a little access to the money. So I don't know. I don't know. And, you know, Phaedra in her confessional, like, I hope Sweet Tea here for all the right reasons. I hope she is too, because that little access to the money, said she was coming in looking around like, oh, this is nice. I don't know. That's how the episode ended. I mean, C+, because there wasn't really much going on. But I thought that was funny. She said, I thought that whole scene with Phaedra and Greg meeting up was like, I get it that y'all long time friends, but this is all for the cameras. It was just like, really, come on. Predictions for episodes to come. I mean, I think we see next episode is the bachelorette party and Quad's there. And Sweet Tea is going off. So I'm wondering if Phaedra run Quad on some wild shit, or if it was a conversation or they edited to make it seem like Sweet Tea mad, but the whole time she invited Quad. You never know. And I think it's the bachelor party too. Greg getting into some wild cheeks, you know, how he do. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be what it's gonna be, because we don't know what Sweet Tea really going off about in that next episode. But we're gonna see. Thanks for watching this review, and comment below what you thought of the episode, what I talked about, what you would grade the episode, if I was off on anything, if I forgot anything, all that stuff. Comment below and like this review and subscribe to my channel, because I don't only review Married to Medicine, I review other shows as well. Like I said in the beginning, I gotta do like 4 more after this. So wish me luck yet again, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.